Good afternoon, guys. Sunday, May 5th. And this is Fred VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors here in Thunder Bay, Ontario. So what am I doing today? Well, I've got a tarp here, and about 11 months ago I was tagged by my good friend Mark from Adventure Time Outdoors to set up a 5-minute tarp shelter. So that's what I plan to do today. I realize it's not raining, it is windy, it's 12 degrees centigrade here in Thunder Bay on a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. But I figured, you know what, I'm gonna throw the tarp up, show you guys what configuration I generally use. And this tarp I always bring with me on all my canoe trips. I throw this into the quad. I usually throw this in the bottom of my backpack. It's a 6x8 tarp. I have 4 pegs that I carry with it, not all the time, because this time of year at least you can get the pegs in the ground. Winter time I might use just some sticks or a log, something to keep the ends down. And again too, depending on the configuration that I usually use a standard configuration. I have 2 sets of ropes on here on each end, and what I'll do is I'll show you how I set this up. There's more than enough room in it for your backpack. There's more than enough room in it to get you out of the elements, whether it is the wind, whether it is the rain, snow. I also bring this tarp with me, as I said, on all my canoe trips, because this covers up some of my gear that maybe isn't in a barrel, or if I have another backpack or something that I'm carrying. However, now almost everything I have is dry bags and barrels that I have. But I also bring this with me as a shelter to change around or change in, and just different ideas even with it. I mean, we can use it to collect water, moisture, even if need be. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to go just over that way, just behind the property here. I could probably set it up here if I wanted to against the house. What we're going to do is we're just going to walk over there. We're going to set up this tarp and put our shelter up in less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to bring you guys along here for a walk. It is windy. Wind is out of the northwest, so if it's extremely noisy in the camera, that's why. We're just going to go over here to this grassy area, and that's where we're going to set this up. So this is just slightly off of the property of the store and the house. So obviously one of the things that I would look for, I mean, if I was getting wet, I'd want to set up a shelter just to keep myself dry, myself, maybe another person. Again, if my bags are already waterproof, then I don't have an issue. But the one thing that I would want to look for, obviously when I'm setting up this tarp shelter, or any type of shelter for that matter, is stuff like this. Here, these dead trees, poplars in our part of the country are extremely dangerous, extremely hazardous. They rot from the top down. Any branches, okay, they can pose a obvious danger. So we can see that stuff in here. There's lots just in here in this little section of property. So really I just need a small tree. And once again, I'm going to look, see which way these trees are leaning before I set this up. You know, these poplars here, they do have a lean, a slight lean. Would I use them, or, you know, set up a shelter in this area? Probably not. But we've got some more over here that we can see. So, why don't I just go over here? I know it's along the fence line. Actually, I'll go over here. I'm gonna go right here. No, I'm just gonna use this little tree right here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're going to set up our shelter. Okay. I'm going to set the timer on my phone. So we're going to do that right now. 5 minutes. We're going to start, and it has started. Okay. It is very windy today. Now I would use rocks, logs, other pieces on the ends if I had to. Right. I'll just throw this one here. And there you have it. We have a shelter that I could put a bag under. I can put myself under. I could even lay under here. And we're at 3:30. Well, I'll stop it now. We're at 3:36. So a minute and a half, not even, to set it up. So we'll look inside here. Okay. We got lots of room here inside. Okay. So I can very comfortably even lay in here with my head down at the far end. I can put my bag here. The nice thing about this too is if I wanted to, I can bring these in. Okay. So if I wanted to, okay, I could even bring this end in here. Okay, I could even bring that end in to shelter a little bit more if I had the wind blowing at me. And I still have all this area in here to lay down in. Okay. And this is what it looks like inside. So I have lots of length here. And this is the better tarps. I have, a couple small little wee holes in it. But this is the tighter woven tarp that repels water and rain extremely well. So I have room in here to lay. I have room in here to sit, get out of the shelter, or out of the wind, out of the rain. And all I've used is a small tree. So as I said, there's different configurations that I can do with the sides to close it, because I can almost close it up if I wanted to even. Using, again, just sticks, twigs. Lots of times I'll use stuff like this for the pegs. Okay, so there you have it. That is my 5-minute tarp shelter setup. Nothing fancy, nothing outrageous, nothing expensive. A 6x8 tarp that I use, and that's it. So as I said, I could even shorten up these sides if I wanted to swing this in. I could swing those in and then bring the back end up, or I could go higher, or I could go shorter with that in. I could put a stick in here, whatever the case may be. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Fred VE3FAL, Ontario Northwest Bushcrafter and Outdoors. 7-3, guys.